some people probably shouldn't choose to be a comedian for a living if they're going to act like this.
It's okay, he's your new friend. I will say this, like, it is such a hard time in this world right now. There are so many people that came together to be supportive.
You think I'm just in Mexico and I'm defending America? Because are you Mexican? Do you know where Mexico is? No, this ain't Mexico. It used to be Mexico, motherfucker, and now it's Phoenix, goddammit.
Now guys, before we fully dive into this right here, there's going to be a couple of quick updates at the very end of the video. If you saw the 12 o'clock video, which will be linked in the description box, I advise you guys check that out because I provide some updates there. It's mostly just a reinforcing of what I said in that video there, how we're going to kind of ease things in. Still though, before we get started, make sure you guys please cut the notifications on for the channel. Please hit the like button for the algorithm and let us go ahead and get to it. Now guys, before we get started, I gave 2 separate clips there. Now I want to go ahead and give you guys a heads up. Katy Williams is going to be coming up again in the second video on Monday. Now, it's Sunday. It's the day of the Super Bowl. And, of course, I just released a video at 12 noon that was supposed to go out on Saturday, but I chose to release it on Sunday because of the timing. So, obviously, restarting up is going to be a little bit wonky. But there's going to be 2 videos coming out on Monday, maybe 3, depending on how things go in the Super Bowl and how bad it actually is. Still, though, while I was in the... let's just say, while I've been in recovery, I've obviously been trying to catch up on some things that, quite frankly, I would normally post on. And this right here is one said topic that I would love to post on. Of course, that is this comedian here just flipping out and completely losing her mind. Like I said, we'll get back to Katy Williams in a second. But the thing is this right here. If you're going to choose a field like being a comedian and you know that you may get some flack, you may want to learn how to act. I mean, especially if you're a lifestyle or if you're of a certain lifestyle, that's probably going to come with some baggage. I mean, there was this gentleman here that's obviously, how do I say, well, I don't want to get suspended from YouTube, but you guys can obviously see from the B-roll footage. Let me just kind of play this for you guys because this is kind of the way you should act when you're criticized or how to like laugh things off.
About trans women specifically, they say, when we dig up your bones in 100 years, we're going to be able to tell you're a man. Bitch, when you dig up my bones in 100 years, that will be the least of your issues. They're going to be like, this dude had weird sex with other dudes. This twink skeleton is fucked up. What did he do to his bones? That joke is so fucking hit or miss.
Now, obviously, I disagree with this person, but at least this person has at least a sense of humor on how they approach their own situation. I mean, there's also this bit right here from Tony Hinchcliffe from Kill Tony where they actually had a trans comedian audition in front of them. And let me play these right here back to back for you guys. So that way you guys can kind of understand that you have to have a bit of a sense of humor if you're going to do this kind of job for a living.
Looking for a job now?
Yeah, like bartending or doing whatever. I don't
You
care.
know how to bartend?
Yeah.
Are there any special trans drinks that you make, like a Unshirley Temple or a...
He makes a martini and pours into a Miller Lite bottle.
What?
You make a mean, used to be a Manhattan?
Express yourself martini.
You're definitely trans.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
I just thought it was really obvious.
It is. That's what I'm saying, is that it is.
Yeah.
And it's best that you acknowledge it instead of me going, so anything else about you, Juanita?
I'd say you're more of a Juan than Anita.
You were a Juan.
Yeah.
And now you're Juan gone.
Yeah. One is gone.
I kind of like that bit about you used to be a Manhattan. Now, guys, you're probably wondering, what's the point behind this? The point is this right here. If you're going to enter a certain field of entertainment, you might want to develop a nice, thick skin when you go into it. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories about former athletes having issues with how the crowd reacted to them or responded to them, heckling, etc., etc., etc. The point is this here. If you're going to be a comedian, you might want to develop a bit of a self-sense of humor before you choose to take on this role. By the way, I was lying. I may release this video on Sunday evening before the game and then release 2 videos tomorrow. Just simply saying because there's a lot of content to get to tomorrow. And, of course, that content is going to be on something that I called out and said, well, I was going to be 100% correct on. And, of course, we'll get that in a second. Hence, part of the reason why it is I played Katy Williams at the beginning. But there's a right way of doing things and a wrong way of doing things. So let's take a look at how this woman reacted, this wannabe comedian, feminist, reacted when she actually was heckled by a fan. Let me roll this.
Well, I can roast you too. You can't just roast all of us and get nothing. Whoa! Is that not allowed?
I see. So you were afraid because you felt like I was saying you're gay.
I can take the mic if you want.
It's okay. He's your new friend. I will say this, it is such a hard time in this world right now. There are so many people that came together to be supportive and fucking amazing, and you're putting fucking look me in the eyes. You're putting negative fucking energy out here. This is the last show of my fucking, look me in the fucking eyes. This is the last, look at me. This is the last show of my fucking weekend. It's a sold out show, and you want to say mean shit to me, okay? So don't fucking do that.
Okay, so you guys obviously heard that. You seen that, you heard that, and obviously this person got upset. I can think of other comedians who've gotten upset on stage. For example, Hannah Gatsby, who will be coming up here in a second, who got upset with the fact that men don't like her bit. Well, the thing is this right here. If your bit is just attacking men all the time, chances are you're probably going to get some haters, or you're probably going to get some people who are a little bit pissed off. Look, the point is this right here. If you're going to go into a field that requires you to get on stage to make people laugh, you probably need to learn how to take criticism. She just sounds neurotic. Look, if you live a certain lifestyle, you live a certain lifestyle. All right, nobody's going to beat you up over that there. But if you're going to be in the world of comedy, you better understand that people are going to heckle you, especially if you're somebody who's not established, which you'll hear me say this when we get to the Katy Williams section of this video here. This comedian's not really established. Yeah, you're online. Yeah, you got a profile, but you haven't exactly made it to national news yet. And now that this entire situation has gone national, people can see exactly how big of a bitch you really and truly are. What I'm saying is it hurts your stock as a young comedian to just go ahead and attack hecklers like this. Now, you might think to yourself, well, maybe she was just giving some banter back then. No. That right there sounded to me like somebody who had some serious issues and chose to let it all out at once on an unassuming guy who thought that he could kind of heckle and get away with things. The fact of the matter is this here. You got a lot of people out there saying stuff like, well, maybe women shouldn't be in comedy and maybe they can't handle the heat of it. And I'm sitting there looking at them and I'm saying that, no, I don't think that's the case. Women can be in comedy, and not only can women be in comedy, women can be in comedy and actually be good at what they do. We'll talk about that in a second, just as long as you don't turn into Amy Fat-Ass Schumer or Hannah, whatever the hell that bitch's name is, the one with the crayons and the, don't get me started on that area. As a matter of fact, I want to go ahead and say this right now. If you are a content creator and you reference Hannah Gatsby at any point in time as being smart or being insightful, I will automatically not take you serious as a person and automatically think that you have a very, very low IQ. Yes, I'm that big of an asshole, and quite frankly, I'm being petty. You can blame it on the painkillers, whatever the hell you want to blame it on. The fact of the matter is that woman is not funny, or whatever the hell it is. Look, the point is this right here. This person should probably not be doing comedy if you're going to get pissed off and you're going to rant and rave and scream and holler at the male subjects in the audience. I understand that the vast majority of this female comedy is geared towards men, but still at the same time, though, it's not a good idea to scream and holler and chew out your guest. I mean, these right here are the people who pay the ticket, and a big part of what she's doing, especially on the small circuit club scene, is you want to get this thing called repeat business. You want the same people coming in paying $30 or $40 because she's not making $400 or $500. It's not costing that much a ticket here. I mean, unless you go see someone like Kevin Hart or whatnot, or Katy Williams, I mentioned that, you're probably going to be paying $500 to go sit in the upper deck somewhere. This person's maybe $10 to get into the club. This right here is what you call a club comedian. You need to build up repeat business, which of course you could do if you just simply know how to take a joke or give it back to somebody. But this right here is the death of a career before it even gets started, especially given the fact that it's gone viral all over the internet. So good luck getting out of this, lady. But I did mention earlier a female comedian that actually done it right. Well, here you go.
Do you guys think trans women still need to get prostate exams? Yeah. Do you think, like, the doctor plays along? Like, do you think a trans woman walks into the doctor's office and the doctor's like, all right, ma'am. I'm just gonna go ahead and move your balls here.
Maybe not the prototypical comedian, but you guys can obviously see where we're going with this. Look, as long as you don't act like the bitch that you're seeing in the B-roll footage, as long as you're not, acting like Amy Schumer, or as long as you're not being like Hannah Gatsby, of course a woman can be funny. I mean, how many men out there have been in relationships where their wives genuinely made them laugh? I'm pretty sure it's kind of rare, but the point is this right here. Women can, in fact, be funny if they try, if they actually have some serious talent. You know, unlike, I don't want to mention the other two bitches. The point is this right here. There's a right way of doing things and a wrong way of doing things, and obviously this woman here could not take the heat. I mean, this right here is kind of what left some dust to people, and it ruins comedy. However, I did say that it was a bit about Katy Williams, which I'm going to go ahead and get to now, which of course is also going to encompass video number 2, because we got to talk about the ongoing civil war between black lefties and Hispanic lefties, which I think is exactly hilarious, because I said that it was probably going to happen at some point in time and a lot sooner than you think. But of course, that will be more the subject for topic number 2. However, there is a right way to respond to hecklers and criticism and a wrong way to do that. And I think that you probably look at this next bit and you probably think to yourself, Kat went just a little bit too far. And I'm going to explain to you guys why it is that Kat was actually 100% correct to do this. But let me roll this bit for you.
Stop saying, you think I'm just in Mexico and I'm defending America. Because are you Mexican? Do you know where Mexico is? No, this ain't Mexico. It used to be Mexico, motherfucker, and now it's Phoenix, goddammit. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what's so... We were slaves, bitch. Y'all just work like that at the landscaper.
So as you guys can obviously see, Katy Williams has decided to put the patriotic cap on. Now, I don't know how patriotic Katy Williams is behind closed doors. He seems to be more like a swing person, meaning that he's not exactly bound by politics, but still at the same time. And I'm not really a fan of Katy Williams. Never really have been. I never really thought the guy was funny or anything. But still, though, the point is this right here. If you're going to come into a concert or you're going to come into a show, and you're going to sport that flag, that right there not being the American flag, and then you're going to turn right back around and heckle the person on stage, chances are a master is probably going to fight back against you. Chances are they're probably going to put you in their place. I mean, there's definitely a lot more from this bit, which I'll link in the description box for you guys to check out. But the thing is this right here. That right there is Katy Williams simply reminding a person of where they are, in fact, at. This right here is not the same as the crazy dark-haired lady, who, by the way, is actually kind of cute. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just too bad she acts the way she does. I mean, she would actually have a man that would actually care for her. But still, the point is this right here. Kat can get away with that because it's Katy Williams. Also, to go on top of that, not only is it because it's Katy Williams and he's established, but also the fact is that Kat's correct. If you're going to live in the United States, maybe you should try, I don't know, maybe loving the United States. I mean, seriously, guys, if you're going to show up to a place and you are of a certain origin or a certain background, but yet you're wearing the flag or you're waving the flag of the nation that your ancestors come from rather than the nation that you're in, maybe you should ask yourself why you actually left that place or why you're in America now. It boggles the mind. The fact of the matter is this right here. Cat Williams can do this because Cat Williams is more established, and Cat Williams has probably been facing hecklers his entire career. I mean, you don't go through being a comedian for 20 some odd years without actually facing some actual hecklers, and not to mention the fact that he's also correct. Yes, I could hear some asshole in the comment section saying, oh God, where do the standards go? This right here is so hypocritical. You know what? I don't really give a fuck, all right? Call me a hypocrite for saying that Cat Williams is right and the damn crazy woman was wrong, but the fact of the matter is Cat Williams was right and the crazy woman was wrong. That right there is the reason why it is that so many people are saying women should probably not be in comedy, when in reality they can, in fact, be in comedy and actually be good. Just don't act like this bitch.
Oh, fucking look me in the eyes. You're putting negative fucking energy out here. This is the last show of my fucking... Look me in the fucking eyes. This is the last...
Now, with all that being said, let me go ahead and get to the updates so that way you guys can kind of see what's going on. Obviously, I've been out for a while and I'm going raw. And of course, not only going raw can get you kind of messed up, but still at the same time, it can also, let's just say, it can kind of cause you to get addicted to this when obviously I need to be taking a little bit more of a break at easing things in. So let's go ahead and get to that. Okay, so guys, obviously I am back. Chances are you probably got some updates in the 12 o'clock video on Sunday, and if you guys watched that, if you didn't see it, don't worry, it'll be linked in the description box here. I'm going to kind of ease back into content. I have a couple of videos already prepared. One of the videos was one I alluded to in this video here about a certain group of people being pissed off with another group of people because some group of people don't want to protest and join their side, but of course, it's crazy. It's insane. We'll talk more about that in the next video, which will be coming out tomorrow. Also, something else, too. There was a video that I had planned to release while I was out. Actually, 2 videos that will be coming out this week. One is going to be on The Last of Us Part 2, what I think about the trailer, what I think is going to happen in the season as far as how HBO is going to handle it. That's going to be out. And also, to go on top of that, there's also going to be a video out on the state of Hollywood because there's a few movies I want to talk about in one bit that are all going to have the same problem. One more thing, too, about the transition to the content. I'm going to be putting those test videos out hopefully in the month of March or April. It's probably going to be a little while. My anticipation on the surgery was I just get the surgery and be okay a few days later, but no, it looks like about a month. And while I have slowly but surely weaned myself off most of the painkillers, the fact of the matter is moving around my place is still kind of a pain. So, we're going to ease back to the content. We're not going to be going to 2 videos a day. If anything, they may get 2 videos a day, but I'll probably post whenever I can. With that right there being said, please make sure you guys please hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, sign up in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.